So it's about you. Like you really care.
Myles.
I'm always striving to do something different in my career, so you don't always see me all the time, because I like to grow and take steps. So if it's a project or something that's not really going to be a growth thing for me as an actor or something different, I'm not really head over heels about just going in to just do it, just to be working.
And Scottsdale police arrested former child actor Marcus Paulk.
Whatever happened to Myles from Moesha? America's beloved little brother just vanished from Hollywood seemingly overnight.
I just know the business because after experience conversations with people who are really in this, you realize they'll go with a new person because they may be more affordable.
The child star, who once earned 3 NAACP nominations, found himself at the center of a scandal so shocking it ended his career forever.
Police say Paulk was under the influence and alcohol when they pulled him over. He had a blood alcohol content of 0.109.
What Marcus T. Paulk did next would make headlines for all the wrong reasons and reveal how child stardom can destroy everything. So, let's get into it. Marcus Terrell Paulk began his journey to stardom at the age of 3, dancing on the Venice Beach boardwalk where street performers gathered crowds under the California sun. His mother watched as her toddler mimicked the breakdancers and musicians, displaying a natural rhythm that caught the attention of passing tourists and talent scouts alike. By age 4, young Marcus had become a regular fixture on the famous boardwalk, earning pocket change while unknowingly auditioning for his future career. His parents recognized the spark of something extraordinary in their son's performances. The raw energy and charisma he displayed while entertaining strangers on Venice Beach convinced them that Marcus possessed a rare gift that deserved professional development. They made the pivotal decision to relocate their family's focus toward nurturing his obvious talents, setting the stage for what would become one of television's most memorable child star careers. The transition from street performer to professional actor happened with surprising speed. In 1991, at just 5 years old, Marcus landed his first major role providing voice work for the Saturday morning animated series Hammerman, created by hip-hop legend MC Hammer.
We now return to Hammerman!
This breakthrough opened doors throughout the entertainment industry, establishing Marcus as a reliable young performer capable of handling both comedic timing and dramatic moments. Television executives quickly took notice of the young actor's versatility and natural screen presence. His booking calendar filled with guest appearances on some of the decade's most popular primetime shows. Marcus appeared on Me and the Boys, Thea, Grace Under Fire, Martin, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, each role showcasing different aspects of his developing acting abilities.
Ain't no better than Marvin Martin's.
The early 1990s proved to be a transformative period for Marcus as he navigated the complex world of child acting while maintaining his education and normal childhood experiences. His parents carefully managed his career, ensuring that he remained grounded despite the increasing attention from Hollywood casting directors and producers. By 1996, Marcus had established himself as one of Hollywood's most sought-after child actors. His resume included nearly a dozen television appearances, each performance demonstrating his growth as an entertainer. The foundation he built during these formative years would soon support the role that would define his career and cement his place in television history. The young performer who had started dancing for tips on Venice Beach was about to step into the spotlight as the mischievous younger brother of one of television's biggest stars, unaware that this role would both elevate him to new heights and eventually contribute to his dramatic downfall. The phone call that changed Marcus T. Paulk's life forever came in early 1996 when casting directors for UPN's new sitcom Moesha offered him the role of Myles Mitchell, the precocious younger brother to rising R&B star Brandy Norwood's titular character. The show's creators had been searching for a young actor who could match Brandy's natural charisma while bringing his own unique energy to the role of the family's troublemaker.
Hey, Mo, look. I'm about to take Daddy down.
Daddy, you gonna let that Vulcan...
Marcus already had connections to the Norwood family that made his casting feel like destiny. He had previously worked with Brandy on the show Thea and had appeared alongside her brother Ray J on The Sinbad Show. These prior collaborations created an instant family chemistry that translated perfectly to the small screen, making their sibling dynamic feel authentic and lived in from the very first episode. The role of Myles Mitchell required Marcus to master the art of physical comedy while delivering rapid-fire dialogue that often served as the show's comic relief. His character was designed to be the annoying little brother who constantly got into mischief, spied on his sister's conversations, and delivered one-liners that had audiences laughing across America every week. What began as a modest supporting role quickly evolved into something much more significant as audiences responded enthusiastically to Marcus's natural comedic timing and undeniable charm. The show's writers began crafting storylines specifically around Myles' adventures, giving Marcus more screen time and more complex character development opportunities than originally planned. Moesha premiered in January 1996 and immediately became UPN's flagship series, attracting millions of viewers who connected with the Mitchell family's relatable storylines about growing up in South Central Los Angeles. The show tackled serious topics like racism, teen pregnancy, and family dynamics while maintaining its comedic elements, largely through Marcus's perfectly timed interruptions and childish observations.
So it's about you. Like you really care.
Myles.
Marcus brought an authentic energy to the role that resonated with both children and adults watching the show. His portrayal of Myles captured the essence of every family's annoying but lovable little brother, complete with the sticky fingers, eavesdropping habits, and innocent questions that often revealed uncomfortable truths about the adult world. The success of Moesha elevated Marcus from a working child actor to a genuine television star. Fans began recognizing him on the street, calling out Myles instead of his real name. The show's popularity crossed generational lines, making Marcus a household name whose face appeared on magazine covers and talk show guest lists. By the show's second season, Marcus had become an integral part of what made Moesha appointment television for millions of families across America, setting the stage for a career that seemed destined for longevity and continued success.
You better say you got an edge, bro.
As Moesha entered its stride, Marcus T. Paulk found himself at the center of one of television's most successful African-American sitcoms. The show ran for 6 seasons from 1996 to 2001, surpassing the crucial 100-episode milestone that guaranteed syndication deals and lifetime residual payments. For a young actor, this represented financial security that most child stars could only dream of achieving. The success of Moesha opened doors throughout Hollywood that had previously been closed to young African-American actors. Marcus leveraged his television success into film opportunities, landing supporting roles in several major studio productions.
You ain't getting my money. Now get this stamping and cut.
He appeared in Nothing to Lose alongside Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins, One Night Stand with Wesley Snipes, and Disney's Safety Patrol, each role allowing him to showcase different aspects of his acting abilities. Marcus's work on Moesha earned him multiple nominations from prestigious organizations, including 3 Hollywood Reporter Young Star Award nominations and recognition from the NAACP Image Awards. The entertainment industry had officially recognized him as one of the most talented young performers of his generation, validating years of hard work and dedication to his craft.
I'm very excited to be a part of that.
You didn't just get picked up, you got really picked up for a whole bunch of episodes.
Yeah, they swooped us up on 104, so I mean, that's, kind of unheard of, but it's a good thing.
Beyond acting, Marcus demonstrated a commitment to social causes that impressed both industry veterans and his growing fan base. In 1997, he became the national spokesperson for the Kids Are Paramount campaign, which sought to empower children with courage and confidence to overcome obstacles. This role highlighted his maturity and understanding of his platform's influence on young audiences. The financial rewards of his success allowed Marcus to pursue other interests while maintaining his acting career. He won multiple championships with his NBA E-League basketball team, demonstrating the athletic abilities that would later serve him well in dance-heavy film roles. His well-rounded approach to entertainment and sports impressed producers who valued versatile performers. Marcus began exploring music during this period, working on his first album under the stage name MP. The hip-hop project represented his attempt to establish himself as a multi-talented entertainer, rather than just a television actor. His musical aspirations reflected the ambition of a young performer who refused to be limited by the role that made him famous. The late 1990s represented the peak of Marcus's mainstream success and public approval. He had successfully transitioned from child street performer to established television star while maintaining his education and personal relationships. Industry observers predicted a bright future filled with starring roles and continued artistic growth. However, the pressures of child stardom and the entertainment industry's demanding expectations were already beginning to create cracks in the foundation of Marcus's seemingly perfect career. The transition from beloved child actor to adult performer would prove more challenging than anyone anticipated. When Moesha ended its 6-season run in 2001, Marcus T. Paulk faced the challenge that destroys most child actors, successfully transitioning to adult roles while audiences still saw him as little Myles Mitchell. The entertainment industry's brutal typecasting machine had firmly locked him into the image of the mischievous little brother, making it nearly impossible to secure serious dramatic roles or leading man opportunities. Marcus attempted to reinvent himself through carefully chosen film projects that showcased his dancing abilities and comedic timing. In 2005, he co-starred in Roll Bounce alongside Bow Wow, playing a character that allowed him to display his athletic skills while maintaining the charismatic energy that made him famous.
I heard that one time some fool challenged Venice in the middle of the ring to a skate-off. He made homeboy look so bad that he went number 2.
The film performed moderately well, but failed to establish Marcus as a leading man capable of carrying major productions. His role in Take the Lead opposite Antonio Banderas required intensive ballroom dancing training, demonstrating Marcus's willingness to push himself physically and artistically. The 2006 film showcased his dedication to his craft, but the supporting role reinforced his position as a character actor rather than a star. Hollywood seemed determined to keep him in the same box that had defined his childhood success. The entertainment industry's changing landscape made matters worse for young actors seeking to maintain their relevance. Reality television and social media were beginning to dominate popular culture, reducing opportunities for traditional sitcom stars to maintain their careers. Marcus found himself competing against a new generation of performers who had never experienced his level of mainstream success. Financial pressures began mounting as Marcus struggled to secure consistent work that matched his previous earning potential. The residual payments from Moesha provided some stability, but maintaining the lifestyle of a successful actor required continuous employment that proved increasingly difficult to find. The gap between his past success and current opportunities grew wider each year. Marcus turned to voice acting work on shows like The Proud Family, where his familiar voice could continue entertaining audiences without the visual associations that limited his live-action opportunities.
Okay, this the last stop. Sticky, you and your girl gotta get up out of her.
While this work provided income and maintained his industry connections, it also reinforced his image as a performer better suited to children's entertainment than adult programming. The pressures of maintaining his career while dealing with the psychological challenges of growing up in the public eye began taking their toll on Marcus's personal life. The transition from child star to adult performer had proven more difficult than anyone anticipated, setting the stage for the personal struggles that would soon dominate headlines. The young man who had once seemed destined for lifelong success was beginning to crack under the weight of an industry that had used his childhood for entertainment but offered little support for his adult transition. The first public sign that Marcus T. Paulk was struggling came in August 2013, when Los Angeles police arrested him for domestic violence against his girlfriend, singer Andy Rocks. The incident began at Confidential, a Beverly Hills nightclub, where Marcus allegedly became angry because he felt Andy wasn't paying him enough attention during their night out. The argument escalated after they returned home to his residence. According to police reports and Andy's testimony, Marcus punched her in the chin during their heated argument. When she retaliated by striking back and splitting his lip, Marcus responded with devastating violence that sent her to the hospital. He allegedly punched her in the stomach and then kicked her there as well, causing internal injuries that required immediate medical attention.
Police say Paulk was under the influence and alcohol when they pulled him over. He had a blood alcohol content of 0.109.
Andy Rocks went to the hospital the following morning, where doctors discovered she had suffered internal bleeding from the assault. Medical professionals immediately contacted law enforcement, who responded to the hospital to document her injuries and take her statement about what had occurred. The severity of her injuries elevated the charges beyond simple battery to felony domestic violence. The arrest made national headlines as entertainment news outlets struggled to reconcile the image of America's beloved little brother with allegations of brutal domestic violence. TMZ broke the story with Marcus's mugshot, showing a young man whose boyish features had hardened into something unrecognizable from his television persona. Marcus turned himself in to authorities with his attorney present, attempting to control the narrative surrounding his arrest. However, the damage to his public image was immediate and devastating. Social media exploded with reactions from shocked fans who couldn't believe the accusations against their childhood favorite. The legal proceedings revealed disturbing details about the relationship between Marcus and Andy Rocks. Prosecutors charged him with felony domestic violence that carried a potential sentence of up to 4 years in state prison. The charges represented a dramatic fall from grace for someone who had once been held up as a positive role model for young people. Entertainment industry insiders began distancing themselves from Marcus as the severity of the allegations became clear. Casting directors who had previously considered him for roles suddenly found reasons to look elsewhere. The career that had already been struggling due to typecasting now faced the additional obstacle of a tarnished reputation.
I just know the business because after experience conversations with people who are really in this, you realize they'll go with a new person because they may be more affordable.
Marcus eventually reached a plea agreement that allowed him to avoid jail time in exchange for accepting responsibility for his actions. However, the incident had fundamentally altered his public image and career prospects. The transition from beloved child star to alleged domestic abuser represented a shocking transformation that few in Hollywood had seen coming. Just 18 months after avoiding jail time in his domestic violence case, Marcus T. Paulk found himself in handcuffs again, this time in Scottsdale, Arizona, during Super Bowl weekend 2015. The arrest occurred in the early morning hours of February 1st when Maricopa County Sheriff's deputies pulled him over for driving dangerously close to emergency vehicles that were conducting a routine traffic stop with their lights flashing. Marcus failed the field sobriety test administered by officers who immediately detected the strong smell of alcohol emanating from his vehicle. When questioned about his condition, he openly admitted to consuming Hennessy cognac and smoking marijuana earlier that evening. His honesty about his substance use revealed the depth of his personal struggles during what should have been a celebratory weekend.
Scottsdale police arrested former child actor Marcus Paulk.
The arrest occurred during one of the biggest sporting events in American culture, when thousands of celebrities and high-profile individuals had traveled to Arizona for Super Bowl festivities. Marcus's presence in Scottsdale suggested he had been attempting to maintain his lifestyle and social connections despite his legal troubles and career difficulties. His mugshot from the Arizona arrest showed a dramatically different person from the smiling child who had entertained millions on Moesha. The burgundy leather jacket he wore during booking couldn't hide the hollow look in his eyes or the obvious signs of someone struggling with substance abuse and personal demons. The arrest made national headlines once again, with entertainment news outlets noting the pattern of increasingly serious legal troubles plaguing the former child star. The incident reinforced negative perceptions about Marcus's character and decision-making abilities, further damaging his already diminished career prospects. Marcus posted the required bail and was released pending his court appearance. However, the damage to his reputation was swift and severe. Industry professionals who had been willing to give him second chances after the domestic violence incident now viewed him as too risky for any legitimate projects. On February 9th, Marcus appeared in Maricopa County Superior Court, where he pleaded guilty to misdemeanor DUI charges. The judge sentenced him to 1 year of unsupervised probation and required him to complete an alcohol treatment program. The marijuana possession charges were dropped as part of his plea agreement. The Arizona arrest represented the lowest point in Marcus's public downfall, transforming him from a struggling actor into a cautionary tale about the dangers of child stardom and untreated personal problems. Following his Arizona conviction and probation sentence, Marcus T. Paulk disappeared from public view for several months while attempting to rebuild his life and career from the ground up. The entertainment industry had effectively blacklisted him due to his legal troubles, forcing him to explore alternative paths to financial stability and personal redemption.
Generating bread just off my own thing, so I don't have to ask. I'm not begging the industry to work with me.
Marcus channeled his creativity into entrepreneurial ventures that allowed him to remain connected to the entertainment industry without relying on traditional acting roles. He founded VVS Models, a full-service modeling agency that provides talent, locations, luxury vehicles, and production services for music videos, fashion shoots, and commercial projects throughout Los Angeles. Marcus also returned to his musical aspirations, working on studio albums under his stage name MP, while continuing to develop his rap and singing abilities.
Pull up and link, got a couple of cold pieces. Watch how I'm moving, swatting the
The music provided an outlet for processing his experiences, while creating content that could potentially restart his entertainment career on his own terms. In 2015, he appeared in the feature film Sister Code alongside model Amber Rose, marking his return to acting after his legal troubles. While the role was relatively small, it represented progress toward rehabilitating his career and proving he could still deliver professional performances when given opportunities. Marcus made strategic appearances on reality television shows like The Bad Girls Club, where his presence generated controversy, but also reminded audiences of his entertainment value. These appearances helped maintain his public profile, while he continued working to rebuild his career behind the scenes. The slow process of career rehabilitation required Marcus to accept roles and opportunities that were far below his previous status as a television star. However, His willingness to start over demonstrated maturity and determination that surprised industry observers who had written him off completely. By the mid-2010s, Marcus had begun establishing himself as a multifaceted entertainment professional whose business ventures and creative projects were generating positive attention for the first time since his legal troubles began. Today, Marcus T. Paulk operates as a successful entrepreneur and entertainment industry professional who has largely rebuilt his life after the devastating legal troubles that derailed his career. His modeling agency, VVS Models, has become a respected business within the Los Angeles entertainment community, providing services for major music videos, fashion campaigns, and commercial productions. Marcus has embraced his role as a behind-the-scenes power player, rather than seeking to return to his former status as a television star. His work as a producer, director, and business owner allows him to maintain financial stability while contributing to projects that showcase emerging talent and established artists alike. His story continues evolving as he builds new projects and relationships within an industry that once seemed ready to permanently exclude him. The final chapters of Marcus T. Paulk's life remain unwritten, but his recent trajectory suggests that his greatest successes may still lie ahead. Anyway, that's it for the video, folks. Bye.